perfect reflection. That's my topic, reflection. Because you look to see the trees and the greenery and the mountains reflected in the lake. And when I was a little girl, and I was so fortunate to be able to live with my great-grandparents, and my great-grandmother, Bertha Hall, Nanny, built Glacier Lodge, she and my great-grandfather. And this was in the Sierras above Big Pine, California. And she was a metaphysician, she was a nurse, did so much good work for people. Just a beautiful human being. You knew she was family. That's what family was. She was there, always. And one of her friends, because she had friends that were mystics and very spiritually inclined people, like her. And this woman said to me, you know, the spiritual world is like the trees that you see here. And this world is like the reflection in the lake. And what that did for me, and then as I got into years later in studying the Vedas, you know, I lived in India for 4 years and studied with a great teacher, Haridas Shastri. He'd written over 85 books, translating ancient Sanskrit texts into Hindi and Bengali. And even there it says, this is a shadow reflection. And some people might call it a virtual reality or whatever. It's real and it's divine. And also there's so many different dimensions and realities, and the creation is probably enormous in every single aspect of being because of the enormity of divine possibilities in all realms. So even in the Vedas teaching, it teaches this is a reflection, and that there is a spiritual realm. And that the spiritual realm is our nature. It's where we're from. A divine, they call it spirit soul, or they would say God within is called Paramatma, or super soul. And they would, the way they understand God is in that there's the Brahman, or the infinite space, you might say, consciousness, undifferentiated energy, different labels. Then there's Paramatma, or God within, and then there's Bhagavan, the beloved, as the person of God, of Source. So when we look at reflection, we're not just a reflection of God, the divine, we're part of. That's what we're made from. That's who we are. And the outer world is our, in a sense, reflection of our consciousness. And that's why consciousness is so precious, because it's part of who we are. And it isn't so much what we know, but it's what we know that isn't so, that isn't actually truthful, and is a lie. So then we have a perverted shadow reflection. We don't just have a reflection, it's some kind of disjointed thing. And if we take a look at our lives, or your personal world, that, how do you want that to be? Because it has to be a reflection. Reflecting back so that you can make your corrections, and you can get that experience of your thoughts taking form. But let's go beyond thinking to the place of knowing and being. And so when you look at the lake, you see that beautiful reflection, just so still and in detail and so real. It's just like on one of the kitchen windows, I have to have a little kind of a plastic thing so that the birds don't fly into it, because the reflection on the glass shows trees and they think there's trees there, but it's just a reflection. And we don't need to be reflections. We're not. We're sparks of the divine. These are still labels. We're persons. And what is it that we appreciate so much about our dogs and cats and pets is their realness and their caring and their enthusiasm and their forgiveness and allowing us to be who we each really are. And they just love us. Of course, we're feeding them, but that's part of the deal. So you're not a reflection of anyone. You're a genuine. And whatever you want in your world, that has to be within your own consciousness. You have to be there first. Yeah. People say, we want world peace. You can't have world peace. What do you mean peace? Give peas a chance. P-E-A-S, those are pretty good. You can't handle the world. You don't need to. It's not up to us to decide what the world needs. There's nothing wrong with the world. There's nothing wrong with you either. Sorry about that. You think there's something wrong with you. There's nothing wrong with you. It's just you think there's something wrong with you, but there's nothing wrong with you. You're whole, complete, and perfect. So, the lesson today is reflection. What's reflecting back to you in your life? Whatever's going on, take a look at how can you use that. Find some. What is that? Is that it's a sign. It's a. What do you say? It's an opportunity to, like, if you find anger all around you, where is the anger coming from? And this is a big key too. A lot of people, what we do is we hate those people out there hating and being mean to other people and all these kind of things. And yet, where are you doing that? And I have to see, the other day I was talking to someone and kind of like criticizing some other people, not really, but kind of really, a little bit. And then later on I realized, you know what? I do the same things. Maybe not on the same scale, or maybe something different, but what I'm judging, I'm also doing. So where is the work that needs to be done? Not on the reflection. Not working and changing the reflection. But it would be, you want to have reflected back to you the fullness and the beauty of who you are. So you have to be that way, regardless of outer circumstances. Regardless of where you, heaven or hell. Really, you get two choices? Oh, they're going to give you two choices. You get heaven or hell. Really? That is like the red pill and the blue pill? Is that what it is? What is it? I get to see the early show or the late show? Oh, you're going to get, it's multiple choice. You're going to be some choices, two choices. Wow. That's fabulous. Nobody's going to legislate this for you. You can't buy it. No. Can't pay somebody else to do it for you. No. It's got to be you. And there's nothing wrong with you. So, it's right here. You got it all right now. Right now.